So, hello and welcome to Goomuddy's Coins and Banknotes. And in today's video, we're talking about the halfpenny from 1949. So, here I just have the free coins because I'm pretty poor. And first thing we need to talk about is this is the first year. So, we have a 1949 on this side, 1948. So, you can see the dates. We just rotate them. And if you look at the obverse inscription, the first thing you'll notice is that India Imperial has disappeared because this is the year 1948 in which India got independence. So that part of the inscription no longer existed because it was no longer true, although truth and politics doesn't go together. Okay, so we've got pretty much George VI, the Gratia Britannia Omnium Rex, Fidei Defender, and that's what you got the FD there. It's just abbreviated. So that's the first thing you need to know. Second thing you need to know is these are pretty common. So the mintage for 1949 is 20,200,000 plus a bit more, and they're all minted at the Perth Mint, so they should have a dot after penny. If they don't have a dot, it's probably a die fill, so it'll be classed as an error. And the price in this condition, which is, these are probably very fine coins. I would say it's probably about $1. If you want it in EF, extremely fine, about $6. So that's, you need to get an EF or higher to actually be worth a bit more. Uncirculated, probably about $25. GM uncirculated, probably $150. And that would probably have to be graded. So, this is the basic design, designed by George Kruger Gray. That's why it has KG on it. And a Thomas Paget effigy of George VI. So this is the same one they used in the UK. Is that die crack there? Or is that just a scratch? Sometimes it's a bit hard to tell. No, it looks like a scratch on the actual coin. So look at that going that way. Between the X and the F. So, let's talk about errors. And you're probably going to find quite a lot of errors. Most of them, like pretty much ever, Australian halfpennies, die cracks, as well as cuds. So, one of the different ones that you're going to find is the die fill in the 4. So that's like the 1924 penny with the die fill. So the 4 is filled in. Got a lot of die cracks all around this side as well as the other side. It says small dots, but I'll class them as cuds. You also got die fills, pretty much the date system. And you should be able to find die cracks that have parted ways. So they would be classed as, I'm trying to look it up, pretty much like a fishtail type of feature, or Y. So we're talking about this one, so 1946, a forked die crack. So I need to take the coin out. But that's in the 1946 video. So you just get these coins, you put them up close, and you just look for any features. You're also looking at doubling on the lettering as well. Any type of doubling would do. So you notice that the rim is a bit weak. This is pretty common on coins. It's probably substandard engraving, or even the pressure on the coin is not enough, or maybe the rim was a bit too big, so when it squashed it out, it pushed too much of the metal out. Okay, so KG, this looks like the actual G is lower than the K, or larger than the K, but you need to look at other coins. Okay, look to see if HP is there, so they're the initials, the designer, and I don't see anything on there. And if you want to, you can actually go around, see if any of these strokes are mismatched. So it looks let's go to Fit Eye. We'll see if there's any differences in these 3 coins I got. So this side, rich is identical, same as that one. So this is just a guessing game. That one we can't tell. That one rich is identical. So we're talking pretty much this eye. This one we can't tell. And maybe any other ones. N. Yeah, they go in between identicals. And it looks like, is that a die crack? No, that's just, thought it looked like a die crack, but it wasn't. Okay, did I look at this one before? Yeah, it looks like I did. Okay, the second coin, once again, as you can see, the beads are actually not all there. It doesn't seem that worn. So it also could be a coin's actually scratched along there and removed it. Top of the head, no, that's just wear. The ear's gone, that could be wear, or it could be grease strike. It's harder to tell. We can see that the G is also bigger than the K, so that seems to be normal. And we look at the last one. You can see this is a higher grade than the rest because it's higher than that one, and definitely higher than that one. Because you can see this is a lot more detail in the hair. So this is probably close to EF. This is a VF coin. Okay, and you can see this is probably slightly off center or a slightly loose rim. These are not reeded, so that would hold the coin in. So you need to look for dots that are anywhere else on the coin apart from the set dots in between the letterings. So this is probably one I'll keep. And I like the actual slight double rim on there. This is 4 is slightly weak. Yeah, G is bigger than K. So look to see if these letters are actually the same size. And we've got the dot after penny. So I'm going to keep one of these for my collection. I think it'll be this one. This one seems to be the highest grade. Looks like it's got a slight indentation here, so like a pouch. Yeah, that looks like an error in there. And I don't see that there's anything about that. So they would actually call it a pouch or something like that. But it's probably just the actual, either a grease strike, so grease on it, or it could be just the actual flan itself. It just was a bit thin there. So, I hope this helps you with your halfpenny coins. Pretty common coin, if you got any. In this condition, yeah, worth $1. So you need to actually get them in better condition than this for them to be worth any more value. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Goodbye.